Okay, what makes a good wire stripper? For me, it's a lot about consistency. With this one, this is the one that I used the most before. I These teeth got really dull and they would no longer strip the size that they were intended to strip. And these handles got really sticky and this got really rusty. This is what WD-40 does for you. These feel workable again. But I like these. I like the shape. I like the handles. I wish these were the dipped handles, not the whatever these big blocky ones are. After I had these, I had a Knipex pair that just did 14 and 12, but the angle of the cutters, because these are pinch cuts, it had the little shear cuts, and those I did like a lot, but they just cost too much for me to keep replacing them. Then I bought, not this one, but there's a stamped version of this. Same handles, this, no joke, I returned that within 1 day. I hated it. It was utterly, utterly useless. Klein, I really hate your strippers. I do want to try their small red handles that are for stranded. But I was sitting in Lowe's, because that's where I was, right after returning the pair that came in between these two, not the Knipex one. And I'm like, I need a pair of strippers for tomorrow, because it's Tuesday, I gotta work Wednesday and the rest of the week. And I pick up, not this one, but an exact pair of this one. I take the spring, I take my dikes, I cut it, and I remove it. These are the 2 rivets. They used to be my spring. I'm not a fan of springs. I don't like springs. This was surprisingly good. This has had probably about a month of wear at this point. These feel really sharp. And what you do, I really wish I had wire to show you, because I love these things. But you take them, I'm gonna switch hands because this is the hand that I actually strip with. Just lightly press. Use your hand, acts as a gauge stop. And all you gotta do is till you feel the slightest bit of resistance. So you only have to score the insulation and the insulation will pull off. If you're touching the wire, then you're gonna nick the wire and you don't wanna do that. And that's why I don't recommend these for apprentices or brand new apprentices that are buying their first set of tools. I think that you should get used to stripping with your linemen's before you use this. But there's a good reason why I like these. These are recommended only for solid, but I really like these with stranded. You just take them and give them a little bit of a twist, grab above them and pull, and no joke, I've nicked and cut less strands with this one than this one. I maybe have to strip an extra, I've only had to strip, cut it off and restrip it like twice with these. This was about every 3rd time that I would strip stranded. I had to do it because it would pull. Even if I did a size larger, it would just pull those things after scoring them and you'd be 2-3 strands less. So for stranded, I love this. I love this in general. If you've ever seen the Crocs V-Cutter from Racketeers, this basically does the exact same thing. If you can get it right, you can take this, slide this under the insulation of the wire, and run it along. Try not to scratch my mat. And you can get under. I will say, personal experience, be careful, because I've only done this once, but I took this and I was cutting a wire and I caught my thumb right there and it just chewed through them. I love these things. They're $5. I've already blown up one pair. It was a remodel, and so Journeyman checked one plug. I checked the other plug on the other side of the room. I dealt with that plug. And then I went to this plug on the back wall. Completely different circuit. Everything else in this room's dead. Everything on, like, in the next room is dead. This back wall is on its own plug. And, like, we had half the breakers in the panel turned off. I wasn't expecting it. Just blew these things up. But $5. Go to Lowe's next day, cut off the springs. I will say, drill out this rivet. Don't try to break it off with my dikes like I did, because you can get it where you squeeze it too tight and now it's wedged there, and it's kind of gotta try to force it open. But $5, best strippers in the world, and you can get them any flavor you want. You can get Cobalt and be cheap. You can spend $5 more, 10 total, and get the red Milwaukee ones from Home Depot. You can spend $12 and get them at Southwire, Ideal, or Klein, and they'll have yellow handles. If you're an experienced electrician, or if you're fine with nicking some wires on your lunch break while you try to figure out how to use these things, buy these. I love these things. This is my stripper of choice.